Peas in the garden. I'll be right back. Hi, folks. Mark Bowser here to tell you about my friend Danny Lane. Danny Lane is an American hero. In fact, he's a hero of mine. I had the opportunity to sit down with Danny and write a book called Some Gave It All. It's his story as a young Marine in the Vietnam War. In 1968 and 1969, Danny was sent to Southeast Asia to help fight to keep us free. He earned 2 Purple Hearts in that war, among other medals for valor. Now, you may be more familiar with Danny's life as a martial artist. Danny is one of the top martial artists of all time. He's one of Chuck Norris's top black belts and has trained with Chuck Norris for over 35 years. He is a 9th degree black belt. Yeah, you heard me, a 9th degree. He is the real deal. He's a former world kickboxing champion and a 9-time national martial arts champion. Danny Lane is the real deal, and you're going to be excited as you read this story. It's going to be a page-turner for you, as it was for me as I helped him write this. Pick up your copy today. Some Gave It All. Pick it up at a bookstore near you, or at Amazon.com, or if you want an autographed copy, get one off my website at markbowser.com. Now, back to Let Me Tell You a Story. A man that made a tremendous impact on my life was the late Zig Ziglar. In fact, Mr. Ziglar still makes a great impact because of his legacy of work. In my opinion, Zig Ziglar was the #1 motivational speaker in the world. Now, Zig grew up in a very large family in Yazoo City, Mississippi. He was the 10th child out of 12. When Zig was about 5 years old, tragedy struck the family when his father passed away. A couple days after that, his little sister died. So as you can imagine, it was a very, very difficult time on the entire Ziglar family. Now, only being 5, Zig was not old enough to go out and get a job to help support the family, but soon enough, he was old enough to work in the garden. The garden had to produce. There were a lot of mouths to feed, and the garden had to be a big source of that food. Now, Zig's mom gave him an assignment of planting peas in that garden. So, little Zig, he went out there and he started planting those peas. When he got done, he went into the house and he said, "Mama, I'm done." Mrs. Ziglar went out to see how he had done. The way Zig puts it is, she went out to inspect to make sure she got what she expected. When Mrs. Ziglar had seen the job little Zig had done on those peas, she was not happy. "Oh, no," she said. "What's the matter, Mama?" Zig knew very well what was the matter. He hadn't done a very good job planting those peas. Now, Mrs. Ziglar knew exactly how to get through to her young son. She said, "Son, what you did here would be fine for most boys. But you're not most boys. You are my boy, and you can do better." You see what she did? She separated his behavior from who he is. She praised the performer and critiqued the performance. His job performance needed critiqued. It had stung. However, she kept his self-esteem intact. Zig talked about what an influence that made on his life. It's no wonder Zig was able to motivate so many people. This is Mark Bowser. Thanks for listening.
Are you looking for a speaker for your next organizational event? Look no further than the host of this podcast, Mark Bowser. He's presented seminars to Southwest Airlines, Princeton University, the United States Marine Corps, Dell, and many more. Learn more about Mark's speaking and other work on markbowser.com.